Welcome back, everyone. This week we're at Orr Lake, and I've stolen Andy's new 390. He was like, "Hey Andy, can I take your bike for a ride?" And I was like, "This is a really short single shot, so I'm going to give it a whiz along with that thing." Woo, it's good fun. I couldn't quite reach his front brakes because it was in like some really weird position. I think someone had set up the brakes a little bit weird to help him put a camera mount or something, his mobile mount. But so yeah, couldn't go full speed. Not that I'd want to destroy someone else's bike. He also doesn't have any guards on it because he took the flags off because he wanted to put some like full wrap parts on it, but then forgot to put the flags back on, or just didn't think about that when he realised that because the key he couldn't get the wraps on. So that's kind of funny, but it's good fun. This bike's got oodles amounts of power, crazy amounts of power. But as much as it was fun, I'm not sure 4 strokes are for me. Not a huge fan of the engine braking. So we're here with all the cool kids today. We got Darko, Andy, Lucas, Chris, and Jesse. So we're all going for a rip at Orr Lake, and okay, I'm back on my bike. What am I doing? What am I doing? All over the place. Oh no. Yeah, okay, I've changed the position of the camera and I made it significantly more comfortable to wear. I got 2 mounts. The first one was a chin mount, which I really like. It gets rid of the camera out of my because the old camera was right against my forehead on my old helmet, I couldn't ever see it, but because of this one it has to be like an inch or 2 ahead of my forehead. 1, it weighs like the helmet down a little bit from the front, and 2, because it's that a little bit further, I can actually see it, and it kind of is distracting. Hey Jesse. So I didn't want it there anymore because I don't want to block my vision and distract myself. It's not that I couldn't see, it's just slightly distracting, and I don't like that. So I moved it to my chin. So this is the chin mount. I'll show you the footage from the chest mount later on. And whilst some of it's kind of cool, the problem was I didn't set the angle correct. So all the footage was basically just looking at the bottom of my own chin, which is not great. I actually do have like an adjustment thing. It came with the chin mount where I would be able to adjust it on the chest, but I didn't use it because I thought maybe the angle was fine, and I didn't check it because, to be honest, I was just happy to go riding. So I wanted to go riding with the guys. So yeah, next time I go out, I'll try a different chest mount view, because it does lead to quite some dramatic footage, because obviously it being stiff to the body and not on my head, it's really low down, so like the bike's shaking around and it looks really dramatic. It's kind of cool. I'll give it a go, but if not, I do like this new chin mount, so that's also neat. Oh, did you see the deer? Yep, there it is. I actually saw quite a few deers today. We found a bunch of logs as well to jump over. Yeah, I think I saw like 3 deers. There was 2 running around later on. They weren't caught on camera because the battery was out, and I was just happy riding. Easy jump. So then we wanted to get to this bigger one so that Lucas could practice. Well, the guys could practice going over it. Lucas did it. Jesse absolutely smashed it. Lovely. And here's my attempt. Oh god. Yeah, so I hurt my left knee actually, not my right knee. My left knee got a little bit twinged, so I was like, I don't really want to try again. So just back to trail riding. This Orr Lake is absolutely fantastic. They've definitely done some trail tidying here as well. One side of it is all like all the trees are like tidied up, and this place is fucking so good. I just love Ontario. Ontario is such a good place to go riding. Like we are spoiled for trails here. Like the trails are immensely good. They're so well maintained. Well, I say so well maintained. They are mostly so well maintained. There's a little bit of overgrowth here, but so you just slow down for a little bit. But then the rest of it is like super fast, super flowy. Can get a little bit sharp with some rocks and stuff thrown in. Oh, it's just so much fun. This side, there's 2 sides to Orr Lake. There's like this side where I use the chin mount, and it's got a little bit of elevation. Nothing crazy, but it's like fast, flowy elevation. great fun to ride around. And then the other side is a little bit tighter and more technical. Unfortunately, the footage was all kind of naff from that side because obviously it was just chin footage, and as much as you probably want to see up my nose, it's not the greatest. I will show you a little bit, but you know, there's only so much. So right now we're just following Jesse. The tires that I have on work absolutely fantastic here. They are sublime, absolutely sublime. So I think I kind of get it now. You know, these like Starcross 6, the medium soft. So the soft obviously is for soft terrain. I'm riding. Here we go. So here's some chin footage. It's not great. It would be better if it was like another 15 degrees lower, especially because I'm stood right now, and you know, see, I sit there and you see up in the sky. So yeah, you can see what it's like for a little bit. But yeah, anyway, so the medium soft for soft terrain, like this loamy dirt stuff, so good. You don't notice the stones and rocks. The weather was absolutely perfect today. It might have been a little bit hot for some of the guys. They said it was about 30 when we got back in the car. It said it was supposed to thunderstorm, but the thunderstorms were so much further south they didn't even get close to here. So yeah, the trail was just absolutely amazing. The dirt was fantastic, and these tires, the Starcross 6 medium softs, perfect for this type of terrain. Like, I just felt like I had infinite grip, this is what these were designed for. The other places I took it were, as predicted, terrible. Like, I was wishing I was back on my old tires. I'll take them even worn over these ones, but this terrain, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So I'm not sure what I would go for next. Like, do I try the medium hards? Is it worth it? Does anyone know? Has anyone got them? Are they soft enough to like deal with like rocks and stuff, or is it still just too MXy based and just don't bother? And I'm very tempted to just go back to the enduro mediums because obviously I know what they are. I like them. I don't think I realized how worn down they were because I actually saw a fresh pair in Lucas's garage, and I was like, oh shit, I'd literally worn something like the entire there's like this little square on top which is soft and you can sort of wiggle your finger in, and that's actually quite deep, and that whole thing had worn and then some. So actually I'd lost quite a lot of height off the tread, so like maybe that's why I was getting less and less grip constantly. So yeah, you can see like some of this footage is pretty cool, right? Like it looks pretty aggressive, the bike's bouncing around, but it's just a little too high, so you can just see up my chin, which is not great. I definitely will give it another go because I think it can lead to some cool shots, and it makes me feel, it feels like the actual speed I'm going. So I feel like the speed is a bit more actual to what we ride, because I feel like when it's on the chin it feels very slow. Like we'll go back to the chin footage. Alright, okay, I'm just gooning around right now. But yeah, you can feel like the footage feels slower. But I guess like this is actually what it is like for us riding, because obviously the camera is now from a more accurate eye height. Well, more accurate than the chest, that's for sure. I mean, my chin's not where my eyes are. That would be kind of weird, but I don't know. Like, I guess it does feel a little quicker because it is lower, and I know the lower you get, the quicker everything feels. Whatever. Bit of fun and games. I mean, I got a new backpack as well. I wanted to get a lighter one for the racing because I got this quite a large backpack, and I really, really like it. It's a Zach Speed one. I really do like that backpack. I've had it since I started riding off-road, so like basically since I got to Canada, and I used it for racing, and it's cool, but I only ever really like half fill it with water, and it makes my back really sweaty. And because I'm terrible and I need to like get any benefit that I could possibly get, I got a little USB one because why not? I got a bonus, so treat myself to a nice little backpack. Let's follow Lucas for a little bit. Yes, I got a nice little backpack, and I was trying to say it's just like a little 1.5 litre water, and that's all I ever fill for the race anyway. So I figured, you know what, let's just get something light and breathable for the racing, and then 9 times out of 10 I'll stick with the larger backpack for the trail riding so that I can carry more water with me. Although having said that, today, because I wasn't sweating as much, I didn't drink as much. I didn't need to drink as much. I had loads of water in the car so that when we got back from lunch I could fill up again. But I hadn't even got through my 1.5 litres whilst out riding, and I was actually completely fine. So I don't know. I'll see. It's all cool. Also met a nice fella called Jeff in the woods. Nice little chinwag with him. Basically bitched and whined about about riding on the road in Canada. Oh, that's a subject that just triggers me. Such a shame. Oh well, at least Off-Road Ontario, the OFTR is absolutely fantastic, and the trails in Ontario are fucking phenomenal. Love it. Anyway, I think that will do for this week. See ya.